Good morning. This is the Rockingham County Board of Commissioners, Step 3 grievance hearing. And I think we can commence with the pledge. We did that earlier today. And I'm calling the meeting to order. We have our three commissioners here, Commissioner Chiricello, Commissioner Coyle, and myself, Commissioner Godu. We're going to move right to the grievance hearing.
So I move to open the step 3 NCEU grievance hearing.
Second. Are there any discussions on this? Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Chiricello?
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right, so the question comes, do you want this to be a non-public meeting or a public meeting?
If it could be a non-public meeting, that would be fantastic.
Okay, non-public. And do you have any objections to Commissioner-elect Tom Tombarello being here in the room with us?
No objections.
Okay, great. So motion to go into non-public then?
I move to enter into non-public pursuant to RSA 91A:2:3, section 2 regarding personnel matters.
Second.
Any discussion? Commissioner Chiricello?
Yes.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
And I vote yes. I know it says attendance here, but I already kind of went over that.
Thank you.
We're back from our non-public session of the grievance hearing, and Commissioner Coyle has a motion for us.
I move to deny the grievance number 083024-083325 and uphold the implementation of the 30-day rotation system.
Second.
Any discussion on this?
Yes, and in review of the grievance hearing, it's my belief that this was the scheduling and rotation system is undoubtedly a management right. The issue then before us, once it's clearly and firmly under management rights, is whether there was any harassment, discrimination, or retaliation. And in this instance, it seems clear to me that any statements were made by an individual and announcing this were firmly of that individual's choosing and not at the bequest of any management team. That once it was understood by the superintendent Henry and Major Banville that these statements were made, they took immediate corrective action in this by one, disciplining the person that made those statements, as well as issuing an email clarifying what the intent was. And based on the testimony and evidence offered by Superintendent Henry and Major Banville, that their intent was in implementing the 30-day rotation was for safety, cross-training, efficiency. It's consistent with best practices. And one of my takeaways is that it will provide a framework for and a direction to the management team for giving officers and staff training. So for all those reasons, I am supporting denying the grievance.
Okay, Commissioner Chiricello, you have something to add?
I mean, that was a lot, and I agree with everything that Commissioner Coyle had mentioned. I didn't really hear any evidence of retaliatory. Yes, there may have been some words that may have been interpreted incorrectly, but I don't really see that as a retaliatory. I do believe it's a management's decision to make those rotations. They made their case that this was the best practice. It makes sense to me that you want a well-rounded employee that knows, small bits of every piece of that of the work that they do over at the jail. So I didn't really see anything that rose to the level of being retaliatory, and I don't agree that we don't have the management right to change those shifts.
I agree with your summation of what we had. I think that this is, in my view, this has all been brought because of the poor delivery of the scheduling change. It made it sound like it was retaliatory, but it was not. It was clearly, there was no retaliation for any action. And it seems clear to me that we have all the right to adjust the schedule accordingly. And in fact, I'd almost question why we hadn't done it already. But that's past. I think that we're in great shape, and I think that we're acting in the best interest of the jail and the county. So I agree with not accepting the grievance,
So do you want to call it off?
denying that. So we'll call the question. Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Cherichello?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Cherichello? And I'm a yes. Okay, we are adjourned from this evening.